Hello, friends of Sudoku. This is a supposedly very hard puzzle again on one of these Chinese photocopies that I got from a Vietnamese acquaintance. I don't know if it is very hard or if it is impossible. I don't know. So we'll just see what it's about. And the first thing that I see is that there are two sevens here blocking over here. And there's a 7 coming down here, blocking here. So this is a 7. And one of these must be a 7. I can see the 9s here, blocking here and here, making one of these a 9. 2 3s here, making these a 3 candidates. This 3 blocks here, the 3 blocks here, the 3 blocks here. So this is a 3 in row 2, making these 2 candidates for 3. And what else is going on here? A 4 must go here or here. 8s, 3 8s in the grid. Can we do something? Well, there's an 8 coming down here and an 8 coming over here. No, that doesn't really do it for me. 1 over here, 1 over here. One of these is a 1 and one of these is a 1. Oh, and one of these is a 3, right? So we got a 3 and a 1 and a 1 and a 3 blocking here and here. So these two guys have to be a 1 and a 3. So that leaves only 4 blank squares in this box 9 to be found, and there's a 6 coming over here. So one of these is a 6. There's a 5 coming over. No, that's not really 5 or 5. I can't do much with that at the moment, but oh yes, I can. There's a 9 blocking here, right? And there's 9 blocking here. So this is a 9. And now these two being a 1 and a 3, and we got a 5 blocking here. One of these must be a 5, and therefore one of these 3 cells must be a 5. Let's try this again. 1 3, 5 goes up here. What about a 2? Can't say. 6 must go here, right? Because the 6 blocks over here, and we found the 9 here, so this is 6. Nice. So we'll continue with the 1 3. Now this is a 2 5. So let's see other 2s. Oh, we don't even have a 2 yet in the grid. So here's a ghost 2 and here's a ghost 5. And since one of these must be a 3, I'm looking for 3s in this row here. There's a possibility here and there's a possibility here, and that's all. But it's just one possibility too many for me to do something with, isn't it? Yes, it is. I'm seeing the 9 here and here, forcing a 9 to go in one of these two squares. I can see the 9 here blocks here, so this must be a 9 or this must be a 9. Do I see the outlines of an X-wing? No, not yet. That is way too early. So 1 and a 3, here's a 4, 6, 8, and a 9. They must go here, 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 or here in some order. There's a 6, 8 here, so this is not a 6, 8. Brilliant, brilliant deduction. I'm wondering about the 6. The 6 blocks here, right? The 6 here blocks here, and the 6 blocks here. So I don't really need to wonder about this because this has got to be a 6, and one of these must be a 6 now. And that at least gives me a 6 here or here, because we got these two 6s putting a 6 here or here. We got these two 6s putting a 6 here or here. We need to find a 6 for this box and for row 2, and there's a 6 here blocking, so one of these must be a 6, right? Not that it is extremely helpful right this moment, but I might remember it for later. The 3, 4, and 9 must go here, and we have a 3 and a 9 already. The 4 can't go here, therefore one of these two must be a 4. And that is actually helpful because now we have a ghost 4 here, and we have the 4 here, and we have the 4 here blocking here and here. And look at that. That leaves only this square for a 4, and now one of these must be a 4, right? We still need to find a 1, 2, 7, 8, 9 for these squares here. There's a 7, 8, and a 9 blocking this cell, so this must be a 1 or a 2. That is not very helpful either. But if this is a 1, 2, and we have 4 empty squares, then the two others must be an 8 and a 3. Oh, look at this, a 3 here and a 3 here. Why didn't I see this before? This is a 3 making this a 1 and this a 3 because we analyzed that already, didn't we? And now this is going to be not an 8 because we have an 8 up here. So the 8 will go here, and this must be a 2. Now we got an 8 here, and we got an 8 here, blocking like so. And we got an 8 blocking here, so this is an 8. These two 8s block here, 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 now everywhere, and the 8 here blocks here, so this is an 8. One of these must be an 8 now. Let's see what these two squares are going to be. They're going to be a 1 and a 8. We have an 8 in the row, so this is a 1 and this is an 8. We got a 1 coming over here, and we got a 1 coming up here, so oh, and we got this one here, so this is a 1. And now one of these is going to be a 1. I believe I also said that one of these would be a 4, right? So one of these, so these two have to be a 2, 4 pair, making these a 7 and a 5. So if these are a 7 and a 5, and we have a 7 here and a 7 here, then this must be a 7, making this a 7, of course. And I did say 7, 5, making these a 2 and a 6. We have a 6 in the column, making this a 2 and this a 6, therefore. Didn't we have another 2 somewhere? Yes, yes, okay. But that's not helpful. 5 and 7. So one of these two must be a 7. We can't say which one it's going to be yet. Oh, there's just one square here. We might as well figure out that it's going to be a 9. Just to save some time, mind you. So these 3 squares must be a 2, 8, and a 5 now. And I can't place any of them. But there's an 8 coming over here, and there's an 8 coming up here, and there's an 8 coming down here. So one of these is an 8. I think I mentioned that before anyway. So These are 2, 5, making these a 1 and a, oh, there's a 1 up here. So this is a 1. And the other one has got to be a 3. Right. And that makes this a 3. And we got all the 3s now. These 3 squares now must be a 2, 4, and a 5. Let's see. No, we can't do anything with that yet. Remember, one of these must be a 6, right? Ah, we have the 6 here. So one of these, so this now must be a 6. And for these 3 squares, we need to find a 5, 9, and a 7. We've got a 7 blocking here. So this is a 7. And this is now a 5 and a 9 pair. We got a 9 blocking over here and a 9 coming. So these two could be 9s. And I can see the 9 blocking up here and the 9 blocking over here. So one of these is a 9, making one of these a 9. And it's got to be this one because the 9 here blocks here, right? So this is a 9. Making this a 9, and then this must be the 5 to complete row number 1. Still a 2, 5 here unresolved. 1, 4 here unresolved. Let's see. Well, we can do something about that because we got a 1 here and a 1 here blocking like so. Therefore, this must be a 1. Therefore, this can't be a 1. It must be a 4, and this must be a 1. Still a 5, 7 here. Oh, but the 2 7s here force a 7 to go here. Therefore, this is a 7, and this must be a 5. And these two have to be a 2 and a 9. Well, this can't be a 9. And we need a 9 for the row, so this must be a 9, and this therefore has got to be the 2, and this also must be a 2. And remember the 2, 5 we had here? Now the 2 forces a 5 to go here and a 2 here. I feel that I'm very close. This has got to be a 5. We got a 5 here, and we got a 5 here, and we got this 5 blocking over here. So this is a 5, making this square a 5. These two have to be an 8 and a 2. Well, it'll come to me soon, I think. We might as well plug in the last digit here, which is going to be a 4, making this a 4 and making this a 4 and this therefore must be a 2. Now we got a 2 here, and the other digit has got to be a 9. We have a 9 in the row, so this is a 2 and this is a 9. 2 here blocks here, so this is a 2, making this an 8, making this an 8. And 2, 2, this is now a 2. This must be a 6, making this a 6 and this a 5. Oh, that's it. That was a lot faster than I had dared hoping for. But it wasn't a bad puzzle. Was it very hard? Well, for some it might feel hard, but if you've solved enough of these puzzles using notation-free notation, as it were, I think you will find it was quite manageable. Thank you for watching. Please come back for more soon. Goodbye for now.